Hello and welcome to another episode of the Solo Diaries. Another week, another catch up. If you are new here, this Solo Diaries series is basically a series where every single week on a Sunday, I talk about everything which has happened over the past week, like a little solo diary entry to myself, like a little FaceTime catch up with my bestie. So yeah, I'm super grateful if you are here, if you are watching this. Hello, how are you? Welcome to my channel. Today's episode of the Solo Diaries, let's have a little catch up. Grab your tea, grab your drink, and let's take a seat and let's get into it. What has been going on? So it's been another interesting week, let's put it like that, okay? A lot of things have gone on. Let's break it down, okay? Like the good things, first of all. So, life is good. I can't complain. But I went to a rage room. Okay, that's probably the highlight of the week. I should start these off where I'm like, oh, what's my highlight of the week? The highlight, number one thing of the week was I went to a rage room. This was so much fun. There should be a video uploaded by now on my channel, so be sure to check that out of my best friend and I, Samia, going to the rage room. It was a super fun experience. Basically, if you don't know what a rage room is, it's just a room where you smash stuff, and it was good fun. We didn't have any rage. We purely did it for the fun of it. It cost us like £7 so it was a great time. We just danced and I had fun with my bestie, so I can't complain. So yeah, that was probably the number one highlight. Also, coffee, coconuts, jazz bar, brunches, running, and gym. That has been the week. End of video. No, I'm kidding. I've had a new hyperfixation, which is coconut water. I think I probably said that in my last video. I love coconut water, even to the point where I like having a coconut and I like eating the coconut flesh. That's one of my favorite things now, which is so bizarre. Like so many things keep happening and I'm like, is this my frontal lobe developing or is this just me getting older? Because a few years ago, I hated coconut. So I would say I absolutely hated coffee. I hated sushi. And within the space of a year, I love coconuts. I love sushi. I love coffee. Even bacon. I used to say, oh, I don't like bacon. No, it's like the worst thing. I wouldn't mind it now. I don't eat it, but it's not as bad as I used to make out. So yeah, that has been going on. I went to a jazz bar again, which was really nice. That was like a really spontaneous decision. So that was super fun to go to. Maybe that was on like Friday. And then yeah, Saturday I went to the rage room. And yeah, it's been a fun, chill week, just doing like the usual routine, spending time with my friends, things like that. Now, also, I did mention in my last few videos, if anybody had any questions that they wanted me to answer, and I actually have got a few questions which I wrote down, so I thought that I would share them with you. Also, I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but I do something for myself. I journal every single day. I try to, if I can, or if I have I say if I have the time, but it's about what's happened in the day, so you can't really do it like in the morning unless it was from the day before. But yeah, this is something I've held myself accountable for, I think just for the accountability side, and I'm so behind. Whereas normally when I write it down, like I'll go through my journal and be like, oh, this happened on this day, this happened on this day, because of course sometimes our lives can get so busy and we do so much, or like that's how my life feels at the minute. So I'm just like, oh, I need to write everything down, but it's good. But as I say, I need to catch up with it because I am a little bit behind. Don't mind me, just trying to get comfortable. Also, these videos are basically completely unedited. Other than the little intro, that's it. So yeah, we just try and keep it natural around here. You know, as I say, it's like a little FaceTime catch up. But anyway, who likes my new glasses? Yeah, I really like these. These cost me, I think, like 60 baht. Okay, queen. Right, so let's get into it. I don't know if you can see me. Yeah, you can. Right. So the first question which I had from somebody was, why did you decide to start sharing your life online? This is such a good question. I was really excited for this. So it's a good question. Yeah, so I did start wanting to share my life online. Like the main reason is because I think for since I can like remember, I've always wanted to say work online or like be on social media. It's what I wanted for so long. And then I tried so many different things. Like I tried building my personal pages up years ago. Nothing really worked because I didn't really have a niche. I wasn't really posting anything sort of relevant, if that makes sense, like enough to build a following or a community. So it didn't really matter. And then, yeah, when I started my weight loss journey, it wasn't actually intended, ironically, to start sharing my life online. I just thought, you know what, I'm on a fitness journey and I've seen other people do it. Let me do it too. So yeah, I just kind of did it to inspire people and share my life on there and to hopefully help other people and show them that it is possible to lose weight. Because when I look back at the girl I used to be, I didn't know that it was possible to lose weight and make such a big change with your own mindset. So that was definitely one of the main reasons. And of course it worked because I have managed to inspire people and now it's my job to literally help people. So I'm super grateful for this. So yeah, I hope that that answers the question of why I decided to start sharing my life. Another one I had was, what's something about you that people wouldn't expect? That's such a good one because I don't know what what people wouldn't expect. Maybe I'm a creative person. Maybe that's so basic, like you would expect it. Um, I like to be, I don't know what the word is. Okay, I love geeking out into science. I absolutely love it. I was even considering doing like a neuroscience online type of degree because it's just so fascinating not to ever get a career out of it. 'Cause, I mean, I don't have, I think, the relevant qualifications for that anyway. But yeah, something people maybe wouldn't expect about me is I love science. I love astrophysics. I love astrology. I love all of these different things. And yeah, I just absolutely love learning and filling up my brain with all this knowledge and yeah, just overall science and physics. I absolutely love it. So it might be a bit of a boring answer, but I hope that is a good enough answer for that. What does a normal day in my life look like right now? So I have kind of spoken about this before. I think, did I have a mosquito fly on my face? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think I have spoken about this before. So a normal day for me is, on a good day, I will wake up at like 8 a.m., let's say 7, 8, no, 8 a.m. And then I'll wake up, I'll do my stretches, I won't touch my phone, and then get myself ready. As I say, I'll do my stretches, take my supplements and go straight downstairs to do an hour cardio. Now, to me, again, this is just like accountability. I love doing this because this is like, it's my way of waking up, first of all, and I feel productive. I get my steps in and I use it as a discipline tool to text people, to look at what's going on my socials, things like that. And when my socials were really high, when I had my old Instagram account, of course, I would get a lot of engagement, which I'd have to keep up with. So for me, that 1 hour, I must have got like 200 or 300 comments every day. So I would go through all my comments and respond to them, giving tips, my DMs, things like that. Because I'd get like 50 DMs a day, which again, I was really grateful for. And in hindsight, I probably took it all for granted. If I ever would complain and be like, oh, there's so much to respond to, but I'm so grateful I have that now. Anyway, sidetracking. Yeah, so I would do my cardio and get everything done, come up, have my coffee, sometimes play on my little keyboard, do some work and then maybe some editing. I like to go to the gym around 1 p.m, maybe 12, depends on the day, to have my gym session, then come back from the gym and eat my dinner and then do some more work, chill out, draw again, play piano. I post on social media. I tend to do that quite late at like 10, 11 p.m. Depends on what time I wake up, of course, what time I go to bed. Sometimes I'll do it in the daytime because of the algorithms. But yeah, and that's literally my day. That's like a normal day if I'm staying in, you know? But most of the time, like on the weekend, I'll meet up with my friend and we'll go to like, we've started a new thing where we go to like a different cafe or we do a different activity every Saturday. So that's really fun. I'm really enjoying that. And yeah, go out in the evening. But other than that, like to me, sometimes I'm like, oh, my life's boring, but I love it. To me, it's so good. Oh, and I will sunbathe in the morning if it's good weather. Go in the pool, things like that. Go on a run sometimes. It all changes. That's what I mean. A normal, like, again, I'm so grateful to be saying this, because a normal day for me, like, there is a routine, but there's no routine. Does that make sense? It's not like I have a 9 till 5 where it's like Monday to Friday, I know I have to get up at 6 a.m. every single day, have to go to work, like go to the office 9 till 5. And I know every day I'm not going to be home till 6 p.m. And then that's when I can go to the gym, like everything's set in stone. Like, I'm super lucky and grateful that my life isn't like that. And I think that truly hasn't sunk in yet, that I'm 23 years old and like that's like my life. Does that make sense? Because when I look back to the person I was like 2 years ago, and I was working 3 jobs, and I'm like, wow, I'd do anything to have more time on my hands, and now I have it. It's become so normalized. That's the word I'm looking for. It's become so normalized that I'm like, this is just like my normal life now. I couldn't imagine it. Which I don't want that to sound like, I don't even know what the word is I'm thinking of. I don't know, like arrogant or something, where it's like, oh, I can't imagine my life like it. Because I'm not saying it like that at all. I'm like, genuinely, I'm grateful. And sometimes I do miss it. Like, I do miss, like waking up and being like, oh, I'm going to the barbershop today, Oh, I did have a dream the other day, though, actually, about the working in the barbershop, and I thought, oh, I miss it so much. And I see the barbershops over here, and I'm like, oh, I would love to do that, but I can't because my visa, because Shan Falang, my day, means I'm a foreigner, so I can't. But yeah, I did also have a thought about what's something that people don't expect. I don't know if this falls in with it. I actually do have an arachnoid cyst on my brain. I don't know if I've ever spoken about this. It's benign, which is good. And it got discovered like 2 years ago after all of these symptoms I had that the doctors were putting down to anxiety. So that's something you wouldn't expect, having a cyst on my brain. Live, laugh, love. But no, it's fine. It doesn't cause any symptoms. But yeah, that's a little fun fact of the day. Also, I don't know if you can hear it in my voice. I feel like I'm like becoming unwell. I'm not affirming that to the universe. That's why I talk to myself. I'm like, no, I'm healthy, strong queen. Okay. So what's the biggest life lesson that I've learned in the past year? Oh, okay. Are we talking about the past year, like just gone, or this year? No, okay, to be fair, the biggest life lesson I learned last year was literally how to be alone, how to be an adult alone for the first time in my life, like how to live alone, how to do everything by myself. And I'm super proud of myself for this, because I must say it was really difficult at the beginning when I came here, but of course the adrenaline was high, so it like masked it because it was exciting. And then when life started slowing down a bit, I was like, wow, like I'm on my own. Like, I'm literally across the whole world from my friends, my family. I have to do everything myself. And it's like small things that you might say, oh yeah, like there's something your dad would do, like fix something or change something. And I'm like, oh, like my dad's in the UK, so it's like I can't just say, oh, like, dad, can you help me with this? Like, I have to do all these things myself, or like things that my mum would do. But again, I'm super grateful for this, because like, yeah, I know how to live alone, and it's sort of something I always wanted. Oh my gosh, I just had a thought. That's crazy. I remember, right, being like 14 years old, and there was, the film 13 going on 30, and she like lived on her own and stuff. I remember thinking at that time, wow, I really hope that like when I'm 35, this was the age I thought in my head. This is crazy. This has just come back to me. Yeah, when I'm like 35, I can't wait to be like living alone, and I can like dance and wear a silk robe and drink wine and stuff like in my own home. Well, queen, we don't really drink wine around here, but we do have a satin robe and we do dance. And I've just had that thought, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm doing this at 23 instead. It's quite scary, but it's quite good. But yeah, my mood, I don't know what kind of mood I'm in. You could say I'm like really hyper, because I had honey to help with my throat. Maybe it's a sugar rush. I don't know. I don't know. We have a few on here, but I'm not sure if I'm going to answer these. Do I ever feel lonely traveling? Well, like, I think it's a bit different because I live here. Yeah, I feel lonely sometimes. I feel lonely a lot, I won't lie. Sometimes I have days where I feel like I'm the loneliest person in the whole entire world, even though I know I'm not. But I think loneliness is just a part of life. You know, there's that saying, you could be in a room surrounded with people, but you can still feel lonely. And it's true. And that's definitely something I've learned and I've got stronger with, is learning to cope with my loneliness for the first ever time, because I always had people around me, literally since, like, this was the first ever time, ever. So yeah. What is something you're currently working on improving about yourself? Wow, boundaries. I need to learn more how to put boundaries in place and say no to things, say no to people. Understand that if somebody hurts me, that I have the boundaries and the power to tell them that they've hurt me and that I don't like it, and to stay away. That's a really big one. That's definitely something I need to work on. I'm learning, okay? I've done well. It's got better. Do you ever regret starting social media? No, I don't regret it. Of course not. Like, I could never regret anything, really, because everything shapes you into the person that you are. But sometimes I do think, wow, what would life be like out of the limelight? You know, there has been many times where I'm like, oh, I want to, like, disappear off of social media because I just want to be away from the world. I don't have to talk to anyone or put my face out there, because you always have to show up for yourself on social media. And it can be difficult sometimes because, of course, you're always having to do things and, as just like show up even when you don't feel like it. So a lot of the time I'm like, even people wouldn't even know what you're going through because you can hide it and mask it so well on social media. And of course, you don't want to share everything about your private life. And when you do go through stuff, yeah, it can be really hard to keep showing up, but you do it anyway because it's your job, you know? What makes me happiest in my life right now? That's a good question. Kam tam TD. What makes me the happiest in my life right now? Why am I pausing to answer this? Are you okay? Yes, I'm okay. I don't know. Like, the most happiest, like, it should be such an easy question. I guess to wake up, like, that makes me happy. Of course, like, well, everything makes me happy, but, like, truly happy in my life right now, probably the support of my friends and family that they have been giving me recently. Yeah, that's making me happy. And playing my piano, that makes me happy. Let's see what else we've got on here. What have we on? Wow, this video is 18 minutes long already. I never really do extra long ones, so you're in for a treat today. Same with my podcast that's uploading tomorrow. It's like 20 minutes long. What's the best thing about living in Asia? The best thing, everything, is like the fact, okay, the main thing that I love, like, sounds crazy, is the fact that I can wake up and order my coffee. That sounds so stupid, but genuinely, when I was in England, I nearly crashed out because I think, like, when was it? September, right? I remember waking up at home and I was like, yeah, I want an iced latte, right? And I remember going on, like, Deliveroo, and I was like, you can't even order, like, coffee. And it's like £8-9 for a coffee. And I was like, what? She was too stunned to speak. So the biggest thing for me is, like, the convenience of ordering things and the price being so good. And also, I thought of this yesterday, the weather. I absolutely love that it's warm weather 90% of the time. And living here in the mountains, I can I wear jackets a lot. I wear long trousers a lot because it's like the weather's fine. So it's like best of both worlds. It's like it's like spring English weather, which is like my favorite time of year. Don't get me wrong, I like the cold, but not enough. And I like the heat, but not when it's too hot. So yeah, living in Thailand, like for me, that's like the best thing about it is the weather. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna answer a few more because I did actually get a lot. Ooh, because I did put a Q&A on Instagram too. Okay. Oh, I forgot this one was on here. There's a few on here, to be fair. What has heartbreak taught you about yourself? How strong I am, how kind I am, how to be more careful, how to manage my time more efficiently, how to always be honest, and how to love unconditionally, and how to not give people extra chances if they don't deserve it. I'm not going to get into that anymore because that's not something I want to mention right now. Maybe you'll see why in the next one, but we will see. Okay, I'm going to answer one more, which is to do with coaching. What do I love most about helping clients? Okay, the thing I love most about helping clients when it comes to the gym is literally seeing their progress and seeing how somebody can change their whole mindset and change their life. Like when my clients have come to me and say they were so scared of the gym, or they didn't know how to start anything, they wasn't good with their nutrition, when I see the transformation mentally over the physical, that makes me so happy. Like, I remember one of my clients, Leah, she told me at the end, like once she finished her plan with me after I think we were together for like 8 months, she absolutely smashed it. She was a brand new person. She was like, yeah, I don't even think twice now about getting my steps in, about doing a workout, about eating good. Like, naturally, you're just more conscious to make those better choices. And this is something which I love because she didn't have this initially. She dreaded the gym. She didn't eat healthy. It's all of these things. So yeah, that makes me so happy when I see people be confident and be themselves. Like, I'm super happy about that.